Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Tolga's Kitchen Playground. Today we are going to be setting up a bait trap. I've never done this before, so I'm quite excited. I'm going to just remove this. I haven't been in here for a few days. I was struggling with moisture for a few days because I had the AC turned on in our little storeroom, and what I found was it was just drying everything out. This bin seems to look cool. I've got some lovely sprouts here. The moisture, I did give it quite some good moisture the other day. I mean, there's worms near the surface. It's looking a little dry, but actually as I dig through it, the moisture level is quite nice as you go deeper. I mean, look at that. They're good. They're really good. So my intention is, I want to try and bait these guys now because I want to harvest these castings in the next week. So in my last video, I asked a question and did a poll on what you guys would like to see, whether you'd like to see me to do the light trick or the bait method, and we got bait method as the answer. Just so many baby worms in here, really healthy. The color of these castings is amazing. So first things first, I'm going to give it a light fluff. The worms are all throughout this. I'm not sure if my bait pot's going to be big enough, but it's not bad. The moisture in this bin is absolutely perfect. It's really nice and moist. I'm scared to squeeze because just there's worms everywhere, but it's not over wet, but it's moist to the touch, which is really good. When I scrape the bottom of the bin, it's nice and clean, but it's still clumping a little bit, like at the bottom. I still need to scrape it. If I did a light squeeze, sorry worms, it still has a little bit of structure to it. I purposefully haven't fed these guys in about 3 days because I am going to set up this little bait trap for them, and then I just want to make sure that they come into the trap for the food. The carbon that I added to this originally, all that paper, all that shredded cardboard is non-existent. They ate all of that. I see a lot of people adding a lot more cardboard into their bedding as they go along, but as the level of this bin was quite high, I decided against it, and because I was feeding a worm chow, I decided against it. But then on top of that, if you remember in the last video, I had that craft paper on top of this as a moisture barrier with the cardboard on top, and when I had the other bin sat on it, the moisture got into it and the worms literally just ate it. So they have had carbon through that. So yeah, these guys are good. So first things first, I need to create a little zone in here. Before I do that, let me just show you what I've done. So I had an old yogurt pot, 1 kilo yogurt pot. I just drilled some holes into the side of it, so it has nice some spaces for the worms to be able to get in and out. Hopefully they'll get in and stay in. I'm going to put some bedding in here, some food, some chow, and then I'm going to bury it right in the middle and let them come to it. So let me go and grab some bedding. So as you can see, this is the bedding that I usually have sitting around, just curing and breaking down. It's got cardboard in there already, bits of cardboard, a couple of leaves maybe. There's There's some coffee grinds, but I am going to put some more in here. So, and I'm going to give them a little treat. I have some rice that was delivered for some, I can't remember what we ordered actually. It might have been some Chinese food, and just some plain white rice. I'm going to use, I plan to use this actually for the worm farm starter kit, because I usually feed them scraps. I do want to give these guys a little treat to make it extra enticing. I'll put a little bit more bedding on top of this as well. A sprinkle more of this coffee grinds. And then to finish it off, the piece de la resistance, some worm chow. I want to give these guys just a little bit, I want to give this a bit of moisture to come through. I probably should have moistened it before putting the chow on, but that's fine. There's no hard and fast rule to that. So now I'm just going to dig a little hole. I didn't make any holes in the bottom of this. I don't know why. I should have maybe, but I don't think they'll come in through there. There we go. So as you can see, I've actually left about 2 inches from the top. Yeah, maybe 2.5 inches from the top. And that's really just because I know that they're going to go in, and you know, there's probably 1,000 worms in here. So as they go in and start eating that, I want them to really be on top of that. What I might do is I might come in here within, I don't know, 3 to 4 days, take out whatever's in there, and then put another bait trap in. But we'll see how that goes in the next few days. I want to see how effective this is. I know it is quite effective, but I just want to put the lid on this now, if I can bloody find it. There we go. And that's it. That's how simple this is. You put it down and you let it go. The moisture in here is quite good. The moisture in here is amazing, but it is dry enough. It's moist enough for the worms to be happy, but it's dry enough for me to also sift, which is going to be great. So I'm just going to close that. Not too tight. I can still breathe. This is going to remain open anyway. And I'm just going to cover it up again. I've still got this. Actually, rather than putting that lid on, what I might just do is just place this down here. That can stay off. And this can go on top to cover everything up. And that's it. That's how simple this bait system is. Or so we hope. As I've seen it before, this is how it was done. They've used different sizes and shapes of bait traps, but essentially that's all it is. Pot, holes, food, Bob's your uncle. And that is the end of this video. A nice, rather short one. Guys, thank you very much again for stopping by. Please hit that like button and subscribe. Ring that notification bell. You know what to do. Show some love for your boy. And I'll see you guys back here in a few days. Be good.